Powers are always working for us because we tuned in to the famous Living Realm Network and we doing right. Thank you so much, yo. It's Trenius, Henderson, yours truly. Yeah, Starseed, living in a Starseed world. Look, y'all remember I used to have all my hair. Now I got my waves floating nowadays. Try to switch it up and do something different. You know, changing my appearance using the manifestation techniques that I be telling y'all. So yeah, a lot of y'all been like, yeah, Trey look totally different. Like, yeah, you know, I switch my style up every season. You know what I'm saying? About to go to Miami, about to get black. Now I'm about to get more blacker. You know what I mean? Than I am now. I'm a brown boy right now, but I'm about to get blacker after I come from Miami next week. But yeah, man, let's talk about this topic, man. You know, we starseeds living in a starseed world, co-creating our whole reality, you know, using these universal laws, manifesting everything we want, using our mind, our thoughts, and our words. So yeah, man, let's talk about the dark side of being awakened. And I know a lot of y'all had to be wondering, like, man, I wonder if anybody going through the same thing I'm going through while I'm awakened. Yes, yes. We all going through the same things, man. It's just not just you, okay? Like, when you hop out the shower and you look yourself in the mirror and you start thinking these crazy, weird thoughts and stuff about your own self and the world, we all thinking the same thing. Like, we on the same frequency, okay? I'm your brother. I'm Big Trend, all right? So, like, we all go through this, man. Like, you not the only one. Like, I'm in this with you too, okay? We awaken, okay? We the starseeds. We are the chosen few, okay? Somebody please turn down the AC because I think I got it up a little too low. I got it up a little too low, okay? So somebody need to turn it off. It's upstairs, but anyway, yeah, so we're going to talk about this topic, man, the dark side of being awakened, all right? To whom much is given, much is expected. Get arrested, that's until he get the message. If you know who stated that lyric, comment below in the comment section. I will respond to you if you know the answer to that lyric, all right? But that's the truth, man. When you are chosen, when you are selected by the divine power of the universe to have intellectualism, to have knowledge, to have conscious intellectualism, okay? Consciousness, energy. You know about vibrations. You know about the laws of the universe, okay? You know how the weather and shit changes. You know about animals and plants and biology and psychology, cognitive psychology, neurology. When you are blessed and endowed with this thing that they call awakeness, all right? Everything changes, all right? And I just want to say, before you became awakened, you never ever thought none of this stuff would even happen to you, right? Absolutely. I didn't either. I didn't think it would happen either. But being on this awakened side that you are on, all right, you are still experiencing the same negatives as if somebody that is still asleep and unconscious, all right? It works hand in hand because it's the law of polarity, okay? Even though now you are very intelligent and you are extremely genius, all right, there comes a downside to that. Just like you got the best medicine in the world, all right? But you look on the back, it had the most side effects of all the other medicines because it is so good, okay? So we're going to talk about the dark side of becoming and being awakened. Starseeds, living in the starseed world. Reflections, creating our own reality using our minds and our thoughts. Make sure that you get this video a thumbs up before you leave it, all right? Don't leave me hanging now. Make sure you get this video a thumbs up before you leave and comment below what you think about this video when this video is over, all right? Let's get right down into it. So one of the first dark sides of being awakened is you always see people's flaws. I mean, you know how you do. You can just look at people and you just fill them out real quick, instantly. You can just see through them like a transparency sheet. Okay, some of y'all have the spirit of discernment where you could tell if somebody lying based off how the tone of voice that they have. You can tell if somebody lying by looking at their eyes. Like some of y'all have very, 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 very different gifts than others that are just so incredible. It's so fascinating that if somebody could be inside your spirit and in your body, they would say, wow, oh my God. Yeah, you can see people's flaws. And that's the dark side of being awakened, because you don't want to always be able to read people all the time. You know, sometimes you just want to just enjoy your life and just have fun. And I know you probably do that from time to time. You're like, man, I want to be normal today. Like, I know you think that sometimes. You're like, yo, I just want to be normal today. Okay. But it's like, it can never happen because you're always trying to feel things out. You're trying to feel people out. You're trying to figure out if you're going in the right path and stuff like that. Everybody is always trying to get close to you, get next to you. And you're always observing and analyzing everybody to make sure that they are a star seed too, which most of the time they're not. I'm probably one of the only star seeds that you know. Do you know another star seed? Comment below and let me know if you know another star seed. If you know another star seed, okay, then consider yourself extra blessed. Okay, extra blessed, because usually star seeds are placed around a lot of people that are not star seeds so that you can make yourself better, so that you can make their lives better, and so that we can make the world a better place. So seeing people's flaws is like a dark side to being awakened, because you can see through everything, but sometimes it's like annoying. You don't always want to see in people's minds. All right. If that resonated with you, give this video a thumbs up. All right. Now, the next dark side to being awakened is that I think you're very sensitive. You're very, very, very sensitive. You are so sensitive. You are so sensitive that people's words get to you. Okay. Energy. You can go around energies and you can feel people's energies. Some of y'all are so introverted to the point that you distance yourself from a lot of people, because you already know you are so sensitive. You're so much of a star seed that when you get around a lot of people's energy, you can feel the intensity of it, and it's kind of like uninviting. You know what I mean? You feel it makes you feel like, nah, I don't even really want to go around them like that, because I can feel all this negative energy in the atmosphere. All right, so that's another dark side about being awakened. You are very sensitive. I know some people who are star seeds and who are awakened, and they are sensitive to smells. Smells, like literally, like smells, like food smells. Okay, not only food smells, but like fragrances. Some awakened people, they have such a great extrasensory perception. You know, their five senses become like heightened, that the smell, you know, their nose and their nostrils become, they can catch on to anything. They can just, I know one awakened person who can smell you, and they don't even have to be around you. They can be talking to you on the phone and they can smell you. Like, yes, the incredible powers of awakened people. Yes, I know somebody that can smell you as if you could smell what type of cologne that I have on right now, talking on this camera. Yes, like smells. Being awakened, you are sensitive to dreams. Some awakened people have so much dreams that it's like every dream, every night gets to them. You think about these dreams all the time, okay? This is all a part of being awakened, but this is also the dark side of being awakened, all right? If that resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. Are you very sensitive as an awakened person? It's okay to admit, okay? We all in this together. All right, so the next dark side of being awakened is most awakened people are like self-conscious, okay? You're trying to self-develop at all times throughout your journey, and it's like you become so self-conscious. You got to watch yourself. Watch how you pick up a fork. Watch how you eat your food. You're watching how you walk down the street. You're watching how you cook, because you know people looking at you. See, being awakened, you're like the center of attention all the time. You know, you're the spotlight, okay? And if everybody wants to look at you, everybody wants to be like you behind closed doors. So you spend your time self-conscious all the time about everything, about how you dressing, you know, about your hairstyle, the colors that you're wearing that day out. Some of you girls, you got to put on certain nail colors because you're going around a certain friend or you're going out of town. You have to have white toenail polish, white fingernail polish, which is my favorite. And you just have to have all of this stuff like perfectly aligned in everything you do. You got to be driving right because people in the back, you know, they staring at you. Your passengers staring at you. You got to turn the corner right. This is all about being awakened. That's why I say this is the dark side of being awakened. You know, you just become so self-conscious. Okay, you're so smart and you're so what's the word for it? You're so in tune with yourself and so aligned with yourself that you become so self-conscious that it kind of almost gets like displeasing to be self-conscious, to self-develop. It's like, I don't want to think it's all about me. How many of you feel like that today? I know some of y'all feel like that before you start watching this video. You're like, yo, man, I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about something else. I want to do something else. I want to do something different. So that's another dark side of, to being awakened. And, being a star seed, living in a star seed world, divine powers are always working for us because you took the words right out of my mouth. That's what, because we do right. So another dark side of being awakened is you try so hard to be good. You remember back in school, it was like, oh my God, you're getting 2 shoes. Oh my God, you're getting 2 shoes. And it was so lame to be a good person. I know me growing up, man, in the high school that I grew up in, man, it was like East Side High. Y'all ever seen that movie, East Side High? Go watch that movie, East Side High, man. And boy, that's exactly how my school was growing up. I didn't learn a thing. I didn't learn nothing growing up in my school. I learned everything just being a star seed, just learning on my own. I really actually did all my learning when I got when I dropped out of college and I started just to awaken and I started to study myself. That's when I got the most knowledge. Okay, but I remember, growing up, man, being a dude from the hood. I was from the hood, man. Straight up, I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. If you know hood slang, you know what 100 and you know what straight up mean. But it was lame. It was like lame to be a good guy. So I was always hiding this good part of me on the inside of me. It was the star seed in me that wanted to leak out. It was the consciousness in me that wanted to leak out, and so I can be my true divine self. But I had to hide being my true divine self because most people around me was like acting and behaving bad because they thought that it was cool to be bad. Okay, and so trying to be good is another dark side of being awakened. Okay, that's what this is all about. It's all about positive energy. So since you know that it's all about positive energy all the time, I'm positive, I'm positive, I'm positive, and positive, and positive. Hey, everybody gotta be positive. Positive. I don't want nobody negative around me. That's how y'all be sometimes. Y'all be like, oh my God, you just said a cuss word, damn it. Like, some people try so hard to be positive, it drives them crazy. You feel me? So like, it's a balance between, you gotta have balance between all of this, And so trying to be good too much is like a dark side to being awakened because nobody could be perfect. The only person that we know that has ever been perfect on the face of the earth is, I'm not going to say. If you know who I'm talking about, comment below. If you know who I'm talking about, I will comment back if you know who was the perfect person on planet Earth. Okay, that was spoken of. All right, so another dark side to being awakened is being lonely and isolated. Right after you become awakened, when you go through that learning period where you just start soaking in all this knowledge, it's like you want to guard all the stuff that you know. Okay, you don't want nobody to mess with you. You don't want nobody to tamper with you. Some of y'all that's awakened, some of y'all got into marriages and relationships right after you got awakened and you met somebody that could be compatible with your knowledge and your love. That's good. But everybody ain't on that same level and that same page, okay? Most people that become awakened, they end up breaking up with their partners, or they ended up divorcing and getting out of their relationships and their marriages and stuff like that. Some people who are awakened are very single, like are extremely single. And it's like they are afraid to get with somebody else because they feel like they don't want to lose another 2 or 3 years dealing with somebody who what could be the same replication of somebody that they dealt with in the past who already wasted 4 years of their life. You feel me? So like, that's another thing about being awakened. You could find yourself being really lonely, man. Like really lonely. And you might start talking to yourself a whole lot. Okay? How many of y'all talk to yourself all the time and you be like, yo, is this normal? Am I really a person or am I just going crazy? Okay, no, this is because you're awakened, and that is a dark side to you being awakened. You talk to yourself a lot. Mental chatter happens all the time, all through the day, okay? It's a normal thing. So because what's happening in your loneliness, what's happening is you are talking to your higher self, your spirit. It's a spirit on the inside of you, okay? We are spiritual beings having a human experience, okay? So our carnal minds, like our carnal mind, like right now I'm talking to you from my carnal mind, and then I'm talking to you from my spirits, guys, like my higher self, okay? So when you're having these conversations, some of y'all have conversations with angels. You could be talking to angels. You could be talking to your higher spirit. Okay, some of y'all could be having communication with the source, the creator of the universe. It's all kind of, when you're awakened and you're a starseed, you got to remember, it's all kind of spirits and stuff around you that are good spirits. Some of y'all have ancestors around you talking to you. Remember, you're the chosen one. So you're going to have a lot of spirits around you, a lot of different spirits. They're going to try to communicate with you. And sometimes you're going to have conflict with negative spirits, okay? Because they around you too, trying to influence you to do negative things, but they can't touch you though. You feel me? That's the difference between the angel guys and the negative spirits. The negative spirits try to influence you to think negative ways, okay? But at the end of the day, you are the cream of the crop. That's why everybody want to talk to you. So when you're talking to yourself, you're not talking to yourself. You're talking to angels, your higher self, spirit guides, God. You're talking to the source, the creator. You're talking to everything around you. All right, so that's another dark side, because sometimes it can make you feel like you're going crazy. All right, but you're not. It's normal. All right. Another dark side to being awakened is addictions. A lot of awakened people have addictions. Like, this is one of my addictions right here. I got to have like vegetables and fruit. I don't know why. Yes. That's good. But anyway, what am I drinking? What am I drinking right now? This is a green smoothie. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have had that before, green smoothie. Apples, bananas, coconuts, kiwis, mangoes, pineapples. Can I take another sip? All right. It's like baby food, but it's like 10 times more potent. It's potent as hell. It's good. I just got 2 extra days added on to my life drinking that shit. Anyway, addictions, man. Addictions is another big thing that a lot of awakened people deal with. The reason why I say that is because when you become awakened, once again, you can see everything. Okay? You become extra sensitive, like I always mentioned before. You become sensitive to a lot of shit. All right, you become sensitive to a lot of things. You can see people for who they are. You know what people want. You know exactly what this guy want. You know exactly what this girl want. You become sensitive to a lot of things. I know a lot of awakened people who are smokers. You become sensitive to THC. You become sensitive to THC to the point that you know how to manipulate the marijuana to work for your own good. I know a lot of people that's my friends that's awakened, and that's one of the things that they do. They smoke, okay, but they're not smoking like everybody else, you know, who just smoking unconsciously. They smoking consciously, smoking like they are measuring how much they put in it. They thinking about how much they smoke 2 days prior to when they smoking now. They got different kind of wraps and doing organic type of wraps so that they can be more healthier. like, it's really a dark side, okay? It's really a dark side to the addictions when you awaken, man. A lot of people are addicted to going out. I know a lot of starseeds and stuff who are addicted to going to clubs all the time. I know starseeds who strip, literally. I had a friend of mine who called me. She's awakened, she's conscious, but she strips. She was like, "Oh my God, Tren, I was in the locker room and I was embarrassed." I say, "Why were you embarrassed?" She was like, "Because all of my crystals and my rubies and stuff fell out on the floor, and everybody saw them, and everybody thought I had rocks in my locker." These are the stories that I hear. If you ain't had no session with me, you slipping. If you want a session with me, look in the comment section. Get your session with me today. I am your life coach, Trenius Henderson. Starseeds, living in a starseed world. Addictions are normal. But it's just like I tell everybody else, like, whatever you're addicted to, only thing you got to do is tell yourself you're not addicted to it, even while you're doing it. Your subconscious mind hears that. Over time, you will no longer be addicted to it. Trust me. Life is a learning process, okay? So another thing about being awakened, another dark side about being awakened is you got a lot of envious people around you, okay? Most people can sense your energy. They can sense that high vibration that you own all the time, even though it's contagious and it's attractive. I'm burping for that smoothie. Even though it's contagious and it's attractive, you just, like I said, that's why you find yourself lonely, because a lot of people just can't deal with it. Especially a lot of low vibratory type of people. You know, you might get around some people who vibration so low that they be wanting to fight you because your vibration is so high. And they don't even know why they mad at you. You don't even know why they mad at you. You be like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Like, why is she so mad at me and shit? Like, I didn't do shit to her. That's because your vibration high, baby. It's a whole different lifestyle we living now. You know, living in energy and frequencies and vibrations. You got to understand, when you go around low vibing humanoids and Decepticons, they will envy you and they will hate on you for the reason and the simple fact that your vibration is high, and they know it, and they just don't like it. That's the dark side of being awakened. And most people that do that are most people, all right? I mean, everywhere you go, you're going to notice you're going to come into some vicinities with people. They might like you for a little bit, but then they all of a sudden, they just change on you. You got some friends that just change on you. Some of y'all don't have friends and they just went MIA. You don't even know why. Why they go MIA? Why they leave you hanging? Why they don't text you back no more? Why they don't call you no more? It's because your vibration is so high, it disturbs them. And they are very, very frustrated, and they are very hateful, okay? And they have to deal with that on their consciousness forever. Because once you come in contact with a star seed, you will never, ever forget them. Trust and believe. Star seeds living in a star seed world. Somebody please turn down the AC, because I think I got it up too high. I just be coming up with all kind of shit. But anyway, so those are like the dark side. I can go on and all day about dark sides to being awakened, man. But those are like the main common dark sides to being a star seed. If you have experienced some of those things, please feel free, speak up, let your voice be heard. Let us all know, okay, if you are awakened and you have experienced some of these signs that I just pointed out, being awakened. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Trenius Henderson. I'm doing good. If y'all want to know how I'm doing pretty good, man. I smell good. I got on that new YSL Yves Saint Laurent cologne that just came out, like, what, last week? The sky blue bottle. Just look it up. You'll know what I'm talking about. It smells good. I'm smelling a different fragrance right now, so I'm in a different. See, that's another dark side. Remember, smells. So, like, yeah, man, I'm doing good. I'm feeling good, man. I'm blessed. I'll see y'all in Miami next week. All right, make sure y'all subscribe to my channel right there by clicking my face icon. And hit the bell notification so you can be notified every time I upload new videos every single day, like these two right here. Peace.